Do you need to be famous to be a paid professional speaker? It's a question that I get asked all the time. And the answer simply is no. Now, I have worked with pretty much over 100 people now in terms of coaching, consulting, and hundreds have attended our Speakers Academy training who have gone on to also be professional speakers and speak on stage. And all barring three have been famous or of that nature. And when I say famous, I mean has been on television. That's what I mean by famous. Not are they, Instagram famous or anything like that. And to be honest, most of my speakers are relatively unknown. Doesn't mean that they're growing their personal brand, doesn't mean their personal brand is not important, but most of them are relatively unknown. But what do they have? They have lived experiences. Their experience of what they're sharing on stage is their lived experience. They've gone through the pain, they've gone through the struggle, they've gone through the success, they've gone through the business exit, they've gone through the business failure. Or alternatively, their businesses have gone on this transformational journey. And most of the people that come to the academy have some form of lived experience. And that's ultimately what people want to hear. The other side of that is transformation. Many of my speakers sell transformation, not just as a coach or consultant, but also to these big corporates. Because what do they want? What are they looking for? Well, some of them are looking for retention. They want to retain their staff. Some of them want to stop the staff from leaving. Some of them want their staff to be happier. Some of them want to be healthier. So they're looking for transformation within their organizations as well, because the market's massive, right? It's not just the corporate space. It's not just entrepreneurs. It's a massive, massive market. So I would say the simple answer, I could have just said in the beginning of the video, no, you don't need to be famous, but I want to give some context on it, right? But absolutely, you do not need to be famous in order to be a paid professional speaker. Of course, it may add to the amount that you can charge based on your fame, based on how relevant you are. But we can create relevance in different ways. We can create fame in different ways. We can create interest in different ways for sure, right? There are ways to balance that. And this ultimately just means how much you can charge, right? So if you've been thinking about becoming a professional speaker and you're like, but I need to be famous, well, here's your video, get on with it. I've got so many people in my community that are not famous that are delivering this. So crack on, get on with it, and become a paid professional speaker today.